So today is going to be the big day, the day that we actually build the dirt factory and do some expansion and actually get this rail system set up. Now, I know a few of you had some interesting concerns about having this on my main track line, and that concern is 100% valid. What am I going to do if I have a train running through here that is filling up and somebody actually wants to come visit? They're going to have to kind of wait, right? Well, what if I drag a new train track along the outer edge of this as a bypass? I mean, that could 100% work. Now, this is going to require heavy use of train signals and things like that in the future, but it could also give the outside of this a very nice, distinct charm that is, well, better than just a basic stationary wall. Now, of course, that's not a realistic thing, but this is Minecraft after all, and sometimes you have to brace the unrealistic, and I like to use it as an art piece sometimes, and this is going to be a really cool way of doing that. And getting to come up with a cool strut sort of bridge thing on the outer wall, I think that'll be really cool. Of course, before I do that, I've got some work to do here. I've got an entire building to get set up. Yes, and I did notice something. If you didn't notice it in the last episode, I might have accidentally one-offed this whole thing. But you know what? I think I'm going to try and embrace the whole one-off. This right here is technically 6 off from center, whereas this is only 5. So yeah, I mean, there is something I could really do. I could just push this whole thing over 1. That would be really easy. It would leave a 4 wide gap here, but I actually wouldn't mind that. Now, before I start the process of building this, there are a few blocks that I actually want to try and incorporate into this build. And we've gotten a new update to the server, and I'm pretty excited about this. We have Create Enchantment Industries, which is pretty cool. Gives us some fluid interactions, some things that we can do with some dyes and things like that. And then we also have a backport that allows us to have some of the pale gardens and things like that. So we have some of the newer things that are in the newer versions of Minecraft in this particular version. So, speaking of pale gardens, I do want to try and grab one of those saplings if I can, and there are some other new things that have been thrown in the mix as well. I would just like to explore a little bit before we get started on this build. To do this exploring, I am going to need to buy a few rockets, and I know just where to buy some. Yes, this will be very nice. I think Stam has a shop right over here. We can buy some rockets. Definitely. I want to buy some rockets, like several of them. It's a diamond per stack, which is not too bad, especially compared to the gunpowder, which is 3 diamonds per stack, which totally makes sense because it's how much it costs to make a rocket. So there we go. I'll purchase a few rockets. And look at that, I am going to be stocked and ready. So off I go on an adventure to find this pale garden. Ooh, and I'd also like to find myself some more propagules if I can, because I did run out of them. And I would like to set up a bone meal farm for that as well. Ooh, maybe I can even find some coral. I could use some coral too. Oh, this right here is a beautiful place to go mining. Look at all of the clay. Don't mind me just grabbing a little bit of coral here. You know, I know this is Minecraft and all, but this still kind of feels wrong. Like, yeah, these are supposed to be something you protect, right? Coral reefs, but I mean, I'm just taking it all. Taking it all to build with. Also, I wonder how much faster this is to harvest it with a beacon. Like, it's got to be a little bit faster, right? I mean, yeah, that's significantly faster. Okay, insta mining. Oh, and I also need to harvest some of this real quick because I have a future project that I definitely want to build with some of this. Oh yes, I'm gonna need to get the beacon down for this as well. I want to collect as much dripstone as possible because I want to eventually use this to make myself a copper farm. Overall, not a bad haul on the dripstone. This will definitely help when I go to make a farm in the future. That is, if I don't use it all for building. No promises. And aha! I thought if I followed this dark oak forest, I might be able to find myself a pale garden. Yes. This is new to Minecraft. This is such an odd biome, but I absolutely love it. And I'm going to need to harvest a few of these logs and also trees. And also some of this pale moss and hanging foliage. Oh, all of this is going to be very, very nice to harvest. Okay, I didn't know this, but these are also in here. Woo! Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna try and quickly do this, not worrying about any monstrosities that might spawn around me and kill me. And the eerie creaking that's happening nearby. Yeah, I just want the wood, and then I'll be on my way. I don't want to stay here too long. I mean, seriously, look. I mean, it looks like I'm standing in a horror game. Now, I did manage to grab a few saplings. That should be more than enough to get us on our way. Also grabbed a bit of the moss. And what I noticed, oh, this moss is so cool because the carpet, when it's up against a log like this, and I don't know if this works on any log, but it grows up the side of it, which is it's kind of a nice little detail. And it looks like it can continue growing up. I mean, like a vertical vine. That's really neat. And after a little bit of flying, I ended up finding a swamp, and look at that, a little witch hut too. I wonder if that'd be kind of cool for a farm, but this is what I was actually looking for. And yes, I really just need the leaves so that way I can make more of the propagules. I don't need to find propagules, just need the leaves. So I'm going to take as much as I can. Oh, and oh my gosh, I want to take the frog home with me. Look how we just pick it up from its back. Oh, this poor little fella. I mean, I wish I could easily get back home with it. That would be a super long walk / fly. Oh, I wish I could just fly. I mean, I don't have a boat on me or a lead. Otherwise, I could probably put it in the boat and fly it back home. That definitely seems like a problem for future Chosen. So now with all of the fun collecting out of the way, I think it might be time for the time lapse. But if you are following me over on Twitch, you probably got to watch this live. So definitely be sure to follow me so you don't miss the next one. But of course, if you did miss it live, you get to watch the time lapse here. So without further ado, let's roll the time lapse. So what was your thoughts on that time lapse? Like, did you enjoy it? I thought this was a lot of fun. So now for the fun part, getting to actually see the internals of the factory here. Lots and lots of girders. Yes, very, very much girder going on in here. But I wanted it to look more like a support beam. Now, all of this copper is going to turn into the green variant. It is going to kind of tarnish over time. And that's kind of the goal. I want this to be greenish. I still don't know if I should replace this section of the roof with sort of the shingles that I have going in much of the other builds. But right now, I was going to say copper. I can always replace it quite easily later on. But in the entryway here, yes, I wanted this to emphasize the dirt generator that is in the middle. And I added some seating in here as well. So you can kind of sit and relax if you stop by and grab some dirt. Now, I may have decided a little bit against potentially hauling items right now and worrying about that potentially later. But that does not change my mind on needing to have another track that routes around this. See, you guys are 100% correct. If this train is right here, and I need to get another train through, or somebody wants to come visit something else down the line on this track, I'm going to need a way to prevent trains from just needing to stop on the entirety of this railway. So that's where I'm thinking options. Yes, we want to give our train network some options. That's where I was thinking maybe I could extend this pathway and have it go through the mountain, because I think as of right now, I'm one of the only ones that don't have a tunnel to go through. And I feel pretty sad about it. You know, Mr. Beardstone has a tunnel to go through. Stam has a tunnel to go through. I think I want a tunnel to go through. And I may or may not steal Mr. Beardstone's train in order to drill the tunnel. I'm still debating on whether or not I should do that. Now, some other plans for the train station, right? I want to also eventually clean this up a little bit, and I kind of want to make a walking path, but also make a small like passenger bridge or just a pedestrian bridge that goes over the actual tracks here and that lead up through the side, because I do have an area that I want to expand to have nice walking paths that sort of lead down the side here. But you know what? That's future plans for future Chosen. Right now, we've got to figure out this track issue. So speaking of track issue, if I go to the F3 menu here, I can see we are at Y level 97. And that's an important thing to note. We need to know basically the Y level for which the tunnel is going to become flat. And thanks to our extended track placing range, it actually makes going through tunnels a little bit more bearable, as all I really need to do is connect up to the track and get roughly up to that level and make sure I'm kind of far enough back to make this slope and slant pretty nice.
Chosen.
Hello?
Hello? I'm trying to find you. Hi. What are you doing?
I'm working on a track.
Oh, are you working on bypass? Ooh. Oh, is it just gonna go through a little tunnel through the mountain and connect up to the...
I'm the only one with no tunnel. I wanted a tunnel.
I mean, are you really the only one without a tunnel?
Well, that has trains up so far, technically. I mean, isn't Foxy going to be technically making a tunnel?
True. Does Jojo have a tunnel though?
Where's Jojo? Wait, have you seen him?
No.
It's been days. I thought he...
I think he's been ill for days.
Oh no. Oh no.
He caught another cold, I think, or something.
Oh man.
He literally went back to back with them.
I thought you had found him.
No, I haven't found him. No. I found him the other day, talked to him a little bit, and then I might have accidentally coughed on him again.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
that's how
really
sickness
shouldn't.
gets spread. You know, that's how
especially not with his immune system.
That's how the 19 started.
Anyways. Do you have 2 crimsite?
Crimsite.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have a bit.
Yeah. I just need 2 bits. So,
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
If you go down into the storage truck off to the side, yeah, there's some in the storage truck. They're not locked.
Okay, thank you. I have something to show you. I'll come get you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay, but sounds great. Sounds great.
Okay. Cool. Bye.
Bye. Now, after Stamp dropped by for a visit, yes, this area right up here, and I can take this and expand it out, and it looks like the curve is sort of based on the topmost portion. So if I really wanted to, I could expand this out a little bit, and I think it will give it a little bit of a smoother, even smoother gradient. You can see right here, it seems like, yeah, I think I'm not seeing things like this is... It is sort of based on the land it has available, I think, unless this is the maximum smoothing. Okay, and so based on this, it definitely seems like it does have a maximum, definitely a maximum smoothing length. So yes, what I'll do is I will get the train reselected and we'll try this again. And I know you may be wondering, like, how does will it go through the land? Like, does it go through land? Yes, it should 100% go through land, at least on the curves, because the curve tracks are actually more like an entity than they are a physical block. So when I place this in, you'll notice that it does go through blocks. And that's kind of what we want, because I can get a train to come through here and actually clear all of this out going through the tunnel. Pretty cool, and I think this works a lot better if you're going through walls, but if you're going through a mountainside, I still think the top down is definitely a way to go. And it really just helps you visualize more what your train track is actually doing. But now for the important part, where I think FreeCam really works well, is by figuring out exactly the direction up right above where you want to do your transition. So this is roughly where I'm standing, and I think if I want to be able to pull along this direction, I'm going to need to be right about here, almost the middle exactly of the factory. And so now I have lined myself up exactly with this area. So with the middle of the factory, I'm now lined up. I'll go ahead and get the tracks placed in. Thankfully, you only need a 1 block space to do this. But what I want to show off is that I should have enough track and distance with the configs for the pack here to be able to reach all the way to the other side of that mountain. And that's going to be the important part, just to make sure that I don't have to manually mine through all of that and hopefully judge. I mean, imagine not even having free cam. This would be very tricky. Now, it currently still says too far away, but I'm thinking if I figure out about here, this is where I want this to be, I can mine through until I see the ability to place the track.
I've fallen in powder snow. Are you down here?
Yeah, I'm down here.
Oh,
in the mountain. Yep.
I did it. I got a truck.
Got a truck. You made a truck. Oh god. About time. About time.
Now it's not like your truck.
Oh. Okay.
It's
place
my
it
truck.
Floor?
Yeah, you have to place this one in the floor.
Oh. Ooh. Like a F.
It's a
F100.
toolbox truck.
Oh, that's.
Well, it's an old F100, I guess.
Yeah. I am about to make one of these soon. So soon.
Beat you to it.
Yep, you beat me to it. But
yeah, it's my toolbox truck.
Got a little bit of a hatch problem going on there.
Yeah, don't step on the hood. Sorry, you're. Do you like the driver? Do you like his face?
Wait, there's a driver.
Think
is the driver a toolbox?
Think about them as eyes and then the mouth.
It's adorable. Yes. He looks really just wide-eyed.
He's happy to be there.
Very, very happy. The new grindstone wheels work really well.
Dude, they are so good. I've already
funny.
used them for multiple things.
That's funny.
They're really, really good for wheels.
And the license plate, nice.
It's gonna be fun.
I would move your cart thing to maybe the front and replace this.
Yeah.
Because it does still continue on. If you put if you put the cart in the front, like on my trucks, it still looks like it's like part of the radiator or something.
Yeah, I know. I should probably move it from underneath. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, there you go. See, and it still keeps the like metal look on the front. Yeah, there you go.
Nope,
on the grill. All right. Oh, you're gonna come back and there's creepers in there.
Best of luck. I'm gonna go for a shopping spree in your mall.
All right, have fun. We're gonna be getting one of those set up very, very soon. There's gonna be a whole episode. I'm gonna break down everything. Oh, you guys are gonna like that. It's a future episode coming up, so definitely be on the lookout for that. I gotta clean this mess up. I think we're almost there. The cool part about the train tracks is it does appear if you're free camming, you can actually see with the free cam, as cheaty as it feels to use this, you can actually see where this will connect while in free cam. That's pretty cool. It does appear that like right about here is going to be able to connect. So I'm going to go ahead and get that rail in, and I've got to go 3 blocks over, give or take, and get the rail placed in on the other side. So 3 blocks over, there we go. And to get this linked into the other side. And if I go 1, 2, 3, and then this over, yes, right here, holding down control to maximize the turn is exactly what we need. And so I'm going to go ahead and branch this out and make sure it is perfect and straight. I just want to make sure I exit out here. One major downside to this whole operation is anywhere that is a straight path and not actually a curved section, it doesn't actually get placed in. So yes, at least the curves are still there in their initial position. But yeah, I still have to hand place all of the main tracks. I mean, I guess technically I wouldn't. I could have a track placer and toggle it on and off. That could work, and then when we get to the main section here and it links in, I'd have to kind of aim, and yeah, but I'm just going to do it manually. It's not a big enough stretch. And looky there, there's some more train track, knowing that I'm on the right path. And so with the path cleared on both sides, I can link this all together. Almost there, and voila. And so with it coming out like that, I've just got to incorporate it into the rail system. Let's see, somewhere over here, how do I want to make this? Probably a nice smooth curve if I can. Probably as smooth as I can get it. Maybe centered with this. Yeah, I think that would look, that's going to look perfect. All right, I need to get the other side linked in exactly here as well. And another boop. And you know what? That's not half bad. And now about the drill. I could possibly use this. This is Mr. Beardstone's drill to drill this whole section out. I would have to, though, supply it with some materials here. This would just be mainly used for the drill, because I think all of the other work I'm going to do separately, because I have a different style that I want to go for when it definitely comes to these rollers. But the drill itself, I mean, that would fit just fine. Now, where did he leave his keys? I mean, where are did he leave the keys in the ignition? Surely, must have locked this thing. I can't get up. There we go. Okay. Did he leave the keys? You know what? It looks like he left the keys. These are all off. The drills I want to turn on, though. Oh, he definitely left the keys in the ignition. Oh, this is perfect. So I can now take this with me and activate the drills. Oh, whenever we get there. Oh, this will be perfect. Yeah, don't tell Beardy I stole his train. Don't tell him I took anything. I'm sure he'll 100% care. Let's turn these on. Oh, this is gonna be nice. And I am going to nope, don't go in there. Don't go in there. That's danger zone. That's danger. Then maybe I can fit this turn. Okay, I gotta go back even further. I've gotta attach to this rail here, and then also get to the other one somehow. But there we go. And okay, perfect. Now I've just got to press on. That means drilling through all of this. Slowly but surely, we will get there. I was wondering what the inside of this looked like while we were mining. You can clearly see the stone in front of me. I tell you what, this is still one heck of a slow process, but it does totally beat doing this by hand. That is just not something that I think anybody really wants to do, is hand mining out these train tracks. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be incredibly satisfying, but incredibly time consuming. And you know what, at the end of the day, I got kids to hang out with, you know? I only get to spend so much time with them. And finally, I have broken through the land. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. It's just a nice feeling in general. But like, look at this, right? We can take this forward if I continue the controls here, and continue pushing on. And it should just hollow through the land following the track. Very nice. I will say there are some bad parts about this track, or this train. Oh goodness. Yep. I'm gonna die. Something's gonna end up killing me. Oh goodness. The only bad part is like sometimes with the position of these drills right here, it doesn't actually want to drill the things that are directly in front of it when on a turn. Which is unfortunate. So I will have to go back in and clean some of the things on the turn, including these areas. But for the most part, this thing does a pretty decent job. Beardy really did build a really nice train here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, that was my train review. I'll give it a good solid 8 out of 10. It's you know what? Yeah, I'll give them plus 1.9 out of 10. For the fact that this thing has so much storage on it. Oh, and you know what? Another point, it's going to be a 10 out of 10. This has rear controls. Yes, yeah, 10 out of 10. That means I can pop back on here, grab a hold of the controls, and I can take this back, and I can actually see the way back. Notice, by the way, though, the few blocks, like I said, that I will have to come in and manually clear. But now it's time for me to do the other side. Now, I think to be able to do this, I am going to have to manually add a track connector somehow to this that allows me to bridge the connection. Otherwise, I won't be able to get this train on the other side. So here we go. Now, there are going to be mobs all inside of this, which I'm kind of worried about because they can still shoot you while you're in here, which is awful. Like, I just take damage while I'm on my train. I just want to clear this out. I might have to go through. Yep. Oh my goodness, the blocks and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in here and light things up. This right here is a much better view on the way back, and I even have a couple of followers down there. Speaking of followers, by the way, if you wouldn't mind clicking that subscribe button. I mean, there was a lot of work that has gone into this episode. I mean, 6 hours of building alone just on that dirt factory, not counting all of the logistics setup time, which definitely took closer to 12 hours, give or take. Sounds ridiculous, but yeah, that is how much time it roughly took. And now me deciding to route my train around this is just adding insult to injury, really. I will tell you though, this is the most fun I've had using the Create mod since its release. It has been so much fun playing with all of these guys on this server. it's been just a wild ride for me. It is a really nice feeling being able to play with people that actually enjoy what they do and have a passion for Minecraft as well, and a passion for building. It's been really fun having people who can actually build play with you as well. Oh, and earlier, I guess I didn't have to do this. I could have just picked up the whole train, you know, with my muscles and all, and I could have just moved it over to this track. I didn't think about that. Also, yes, while I was writing this, a creeper might have actually blown up. It's fine. It's pretty normal. Perfect. I got this tunnel through, but there's still a lot more that I have left to do. I've got to get this cleared out a little bit more, and I want to shape it a little bit differently. I think I'm going to have to make another drill train specifically for shaping this a bit more, but at least the main chunk of the area is out, and there's still a lot of decoration to do because I've got to turn this into an actual tunnel. That's going to take a lot more, but I also want it to be a bit taller, and I have a certain shape that I want to get it to, so it is going to take a little bit more effort to get it there. But right now, I mean, we have a pathway through, which is exactly what I wanted to get done today. Now I've gone ahead and made a tunnel widener, widener 9000, and I'm going to use this to also change the tracks out. I want it to be lined with gravel down the middle, and I'm also going to, after I get that first initial pass done, I'm going to move the rollers down one, and yeah, I probably shouldn't make more so I can do this all in one pass. So you know what? There we go. I got a few more added on there. And so if I press this button over here, yeah, we should definitely start chomping away slowly but surely on all of this. Yeah, there's a lot to do here. Now, you know what? Yeah, this shape is looking a lot better. And there we go. I mean, now I have myself a tunnel. There's still a lot of work to be done on the tunnel, but I have a beautiful train tunnel that leads me all the way in to this track over here, which leads me back into the main track, separating the network here. So that way we won't have any interruptions. Now, once Beardy starts to sell some tuff, I will definitely line this with tuff, because as of right now, I am fresh out. But I'm hoping that problem will be solved very, very soon by Mr. Bitstone himself, by providing us with a nice shop to be able to purchase some. Now, if you guys did enjoy today's episode, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Lots and lots of hours of work goes into these episodes, so definitely be sure to show some love if you would be so kind. And also check out the Discord. We have the SMP community Discord, which is a place to sort of discuss everything going on this server. And then I also have my own personal Discord, which is an amazing resource for modded Minecraft knowledge and Minecraft knowledge in general. If you got questions, it's a great place to ask them. We have a great friendly community. I would recommend you checking it out. I'll link down in the description below. And also don't forget to follow me over on Twitch, where I've been streaming the production of lots and lots of things here, including the building that you see right there. All of that was done live. I love hanging out, chatting while I'm building. So yeah, definitely be sure to check that out as well. Now, of course, I look forward to seeing you over in those places, and you're gonna definitely go over there, right? Right? Anyways, with that being said, it's now time to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that amazing thanks is going to go out to Cinco. Thank you so much for your amazing support and choosing to support me over on the Discord by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting my content in one of the best ways possible. Thank you so very much. Guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Be sure to comment down below what was your favorite part of this build. And as always, thanks for watching.